Today's video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive. The Graveyard of Empires DLC releases now. Check the link in the description or the pinned comment if you're interested in the Middle East. Ever since I was just a little boy, discovering map games, mental institutions, and straitjackets for the first time, I only had one wish. One demand from the, actually two demands. Some Middle East content and a Romania rework. But the Hungarians beat us to it again. Well, at least they are still not getting Transylvania. Big success. So I got access to the new DLC early, because I just really wanted to play Iraq. I was so excited for this focus tree, and I gotta say guys, out of the 4 that have been added in this DLC, this is the worst one. I mean, it serves its purpose, but it's kinda boring. It's also the smallest one. It's just that not a lot of love has been put into this one, compared to the Iranian one, or the Afghan tree. But they at least added Kurdistan to the game, which is an awesome achievement. I can't wait for the Turkish, Iraqi, and Irani reaction to this, because I don't think it has been revealed yet in the dev diary. So, the Graveyard of Empires is a country pack, aka it adds no new mechanics to the game, and only aims to add new focus trees to the game faster than a full-fledged expansion can do it. Because, you know, it takes more work. They also added 5 more brand new countries to the game, like Palestine, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Kuwait, which have absolutely zero content. Other than new leaders that don't have any traits whatsoever. This guy looks like the meme from The Office with the guy in tears, and this guy looks like he belongs on a list. Other than that, we got a couple more releasable nations, like Bahrain, which is now its own state, the Trucial states, which have been the UAE until now, I believe. There is also the Federation of Saudi Arabia, Assyria, and the Imamate of Oman. By the way, Oman now has 4 entire states. That's more than Albania does. And this one is not even cored. You get a decision to court this state. Oh, and they're accurately a British puppet now. There are also a couple more releasable in Iran, Afghanistan, and a bunch in India. But I'm not gonna name them all. And yeah, Burma is now a country. I wonder how the game will go now with all those new countries. Surely not faster. So let's begin. Enough yapping. You guys have seen the thumbnail and probably the dev diary, so you know what Iraq is capable of. Surprisingly enough, most of the paths are pretty consistent in terms of fun. You can form the Caliphate, the Hashemite Arabia, which is so cool. There is also the United Arab Republic and Greater Iraq, which all seem pretty interesting to play. I actually wanted to play Kurdistan for this video, but other than making the Turks angry and regaining all your cores, there is not much else you can do. So I decided to do the Caliphate path, which also has the most cores, which is basically all of Arabia plus Iberia. So that's what our aim for today is. Unfortunately, the path has a couple glaring issues that I signaled, and I don't know if they're gonna be fixed anytime soon. So let's rally behind the Hashemite dynasty. We start with 2 research slots, which is terrible, and we're barely getting any political power. Iraq has been split in 5 states now, from the previous 3, and I think they have 1 million more people. I remember them having about the same amount as Saudi Arabia, which has 3. So correct me if I'm wrong. We are ruled by Yassin al-Hashimi, which is the Bismarck of the Arabs. A pretty chill dude. We got the Golden Square Plot, the Anglo-Iraqi treaties, which are gutting our country, agrarian society, and of course the Royal Iraqi army. The British are of course gobbling up all our oil, but we can play this to our advantage. Oh yeah, and by the way, in terms of resources, they did add a couple to the Middle East, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. 3 still in Afghanistan. Oh, it's not even in Afghanistan, okay. At least you can get some through the focus trees now. Also, I'm kind of disappointed that Egypt is not a thing. I really hoped for them to be finally split off the British. I can't imagine the suffering. Now that Kurdish dreams for independence have been erased from the collective memory, let's increase Anglo-Iraqi economic ties, getting a nice 2 civilian factories. Trust me guys, we're gonna need every single one of those, cause yeah, let's say the resource situation is not great. We start with Gazi the First as an advisor, by the way, and for my first batch of political power, I think I'm gonna get The Great Iraqi Statesman. We got a lot of advisors, but pretty much all of them are different kinds of useless. I don't know, they're just not that interesting to me. And next up, I'm gonna go for the Chief of Army, because I'm gonna need to edit this division soon enough. Next up, we're gonna do the RAF levies to get 3 units and support equipment for free. Oh, wait, I forgot to remove the Kurdish separatist debuff. This state is kind of a semi-core at the beginning, and you only need 25 command power to remove this. I should have done that a long time ago. And now that we have the required manpower, we can reach out to Jordan. So we're basically gonna ask the UK to transfer Jordan to us. And then we will have 2 more focuses to request Palestine and Syria. And from my tests on those focuses, they have a 100% chance of success. I did all those 3 times, and they never refused me. It might actually be like 80 or 90%, but I just didn't feel like trying it enough times to be 100% sure. Also, curiously enough, we can get all this territory for free except Lebanon, for some reason. And yep, as I said, everybody accepted my demands, but unfortunately, this is where the fun ends for this path, because now you are stuck with 3 puppets, for which you have to spend 1050 PP to actually annex them. You don't have a way to annex them from your focus tree, and you also don't have a focus or a decision to reduce their autonomy. You have to do that by constructing things in their territory or sending them equipment, both of which you really suck at because you are Iraq. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna get the 3rd research slot because this is getting unbearable, and I'm gonna prepare the invasion of Saudi Arabia. They ramp up their military pretty fast. It's only 37 and they already have 9 divisions. They start with 3, I believe. So fighting in this desolate desert is not gonna be very cool. I'm gonna go partial mob next and start the superior firepower doctrine. We're playing on all country going random paths preset, so France is slowly turning communist, I guess? The UK has fallen, yes. I've been preying on their downfall since the beginning. Germany went democratic and the Soviets have a civil war. Oh, India's going communist, that's gonna be sweet. And Japan is historical. I have no idea what those 2 are gonna do, but let's hope they are not gonna intervene in my affairs. Oh, yeah, I don't know why Turkey does this. This is not the first time they did this to me. The other time they declared war they were communists, so I thought that was it, but no. It's something tied with the Hatay issue focus. I think they get a war goal on Syria if they refuse. We are guaranteed by the British though, so Turkey kind of done goof here. All I need to do is just try to hold, and the British will take care of it, but it's kind of lame. And by the way, just like this, the only puppet of yours that is able to do industrial focuses before 1939 is no more for a while. And yeah, those 2 goobers right here are not allowed to touch the industrial tree until 1939, because Paradox thought Yugoslavia being able to disunite the kingdom and then reuniting it again, and getting all those factories was too OP. So then they just added the European Council thing, in which you can get major powers as puppets for free. Let that one sink in. Next up, I'm gonna approach the tribes for support, getting some very needed 35k manpower and core territory buffs, which, oh boy, we're gonna have lots of. Can't wait to dominate the Arab world, but we do have to deal with Turkey until then. The UK started invading, but Turkey actually pushed 1 invasion into the sea. And they're moving into Egypt. I don't know how the UK can suck this hard. I mean, I understand that they just returned to absolute monarchist rule, but come on, bruh. Get up, do something, it's Turkey. With the whole ass disorganized armed forces debuff, I'm starting to push a little bit myself. I got 8% of the war score, so I will carve away a nice Kurdistan puppet for myself as a buffer state. 1st division encircled. The British are getting pushed. Oh my god. Oh, there, they finally mobilized. Okay, I will just press the button and kill my own men for war participation. It's a sacrifice that needs to be done. And Turkey has pretty much been destroyed. 250,000 casualties. They did manage to kill 100k British, so not too shabby. How the hell did Italy get Montenegro? Oh, Italian Yugoslavia, yeah. Austria lost its tail as well, and they have placed Otto on the throne. Or how I like to call it, the cuck chair of Austria. Oh my god, this war with Turkey was a blessing in disguise. Because all my puppets are capitulated, I can just annex them like this. Oh my god. This is awesome. I got 24%, so as I said, only get a Kurdish puppet for myself, and the rest of Turkey will be British from now on. Until the end of time. The British lost Northern Ireland. They are also at war with the Germans now because they guaranteed Ireland. Conrad is about to release its inner demon on the British. Oh, look, the whites are not Japanese puppets this time. This is way less common than it should be. Oh, the Minister of Defense. Come here, my guy. You're a lifesaver. 1.5% recruitable pop. Amazing. I am preparing to attack Saudi Arabia. They went up to about 10 divisions. But fighting in the deserts here, it's still gonna be very undesirable. So I need to prepare for this mentally. Let's restore Hejaz now. Spoiler alert, I have no desire of restoring Hejaz. Also, this focus is very misleading because you cannot even actually restore Hejaz. You just claim those 3 states. And that's it. Oh, and there it is finally. April 39. So, I am no code digger, because I don't know how to do that. But from my playthroughs, Gazi I dies in a car accident around 1939 somewhere. So, after you take Saudi Arabia, you can do this focus, but not this one. And it doesn't really give you any hint to what should happen for this focus to be available. You just need this guy in charge. But for that to happen, you need Gazi I to die. So I'm gonna choose Abd al-Ilah, and after a couple of days you get this other focus, and you can make him king. There he is, our new caliph. And now you can do this focus. And this one that gives weekly manpower, which is a bit late. I mean, 1939, this won't come in very handy. It would be way better if you could do this one early. Also, you are only able to destroy the golden square after Gazi I dies. Until then, you have to play with this horrendous debuff. But oh boy, look at the buffs this guy has. 10% attack and defense on core territory, with 5 and 10% more, with an additional 10 and 10%. And as I said, we're gonna fight mostly on core territory, so this is overpowered as fuck. And I love it. To the moon and back. I will declare war on the Saudis immediately, and I will just let my troops run wild, because I don't want to kill their manpower, because it's my manpower, and I need every little bit of it. Because I got an empire to conquer. Oh, and by the way, we are now the Hashemite Caliphate, which is the coolest name in the universe. Let's unite Mashriq now, getting cores on all of Arabia and Egypt. So now we're up to 11 million correlation. I still cannot believe Vanilla doesn't have a cores map mode. Anyway, let's do renegotiate Anglo-Iraqi treaties for even more bonuses. Oh yeah, and that flag is very cool. Look at it. I don't understand what that Great Britain attack bonus against country means. Does it just annul this one? Or does it double it? Took Yemen too with all those buffs. It was pretty easy. Now I actually have to chill for a while. I don't have any steel. So after this focus is done, I'm gonna take care of the golden square and get the little bit of steel available in my focus tree. Also, it would be a good idea to fix the agrarian society debuff. And then I will have to attack the UK. Or France, but they might actually just join the allies. Spain is in the allies. Curious. Oh, they're at war with Germany, right? They own Cameroon! What? I also want to take a moment to appreciate this industrial concern that gives me supply range and supply combat penalties on core territory minus 15%. This thing right here is absolutely amazing. There is a single problem with it. It's British, which pretty much just ruins it. Because no matter what path you go as Iraq, you kind of have to be at war with the British at some point. So I think I might just get the one that gives me 10 steel instead. When I will unlock it, that is. Is that a goddamn child in the government? I was wondering why my laws were so expensive. It's this child's fault. Get him to business school immediately so we can get better deals. What? Brazil, are you okay, buddy? How? What did I do to you? It's probably against the British, and I'm guaranteed by them. Because I'm not in the Allies, so yeah, that's kind of strange. What the fuck? Oh, it's the Southwest Pacific Initiative. I thought it was the Italian League. The USA tends to ally itself to the biggest dumbass in Europe. Oh, Mussolini is no more. Well, I guess Italo Balbo picked up the crown and continued Mussolini's legacy of being a big smelly idiot. Nah. This has to be scripted. Russia is in the same faction as the USA. Again! For the, what, 4th video in a row? Also, France joined the German faction. So I'll have to fight Germany for Lebanon. It's fine though, I can do the port strat here and help the British win. Also, eliminating the golden square wasn't a very good idea because I lost my infantry expert, my theorist, and I think 3 or 4 generals. And I cannot turn this guy into an infantry expert. Fuck Let's just recruit a nobody then, I guess. He'll do. Forceful industrialization is ready. Now I'm gonna nationalize the oil. And now it's time to declare war on the British. Or actually on the Omani. To generate less world tension. They somehow managed to be at war with the Russians and Americans as well. And they actually invaded Ireland, Normandy and Denmark. Judging by how they handled Turkey earlier, I did not think they will be any good. I'm gonna go to extensive conscription because I'm out of manpower already. War economy. And I will quickly seize the British territories in Arabia. For safekeeping, let's say. And I will get some nice manpower in Egypt. The British are already overextended, so all this is gonna be just a piece of cake. Oh my god, Kuwait is 3 tiles now. This is character development if I ever seen one in this game. Also, I just remembered, Luxembourg has been split into 2 tiles. This is huge. This is unprecedented in this game. Best update they ever did. It's funny how I am at war with the UK, but they still have rights to my oil. It's 1943. I ramped up the Hashemite forces up to 137, pushed the British all the way down to Uganda, and now I'm ready to kill the Italians. I'm not ready to kill the Italians, I don't have a war goal anymore. The fuck happened? It's fine, I think I can get one here. Okay, yeah, sure, I want to attack Italy and now it's mainstream. Everybody does that. I was the first to do this. They stole my spotlight. That means I have to attack basically Europe next. Poland is in the Japanese faction. Oh my god, and they are winning. How? I thought this Polish success was thanks to the German faction, but they're doing this on their own basically. Romanian Civil War? What? How did this happen? Oh, it's Austria. Not the Republic of Austria, the Archduchy of Austria. Oh my god, they don't have a single core territory. Somebody screwed them up real good. Alright, I did not participate much. Because I didn't have the chance, frankly. Oh, I only have 80 score. Yeah, that's not good. I'm just gonna get Libya and the Horn. That's just everything I ever wanted. Oh, and I think I will actually have enough to annex all the territory. Germany just annexed France. Straight up, out of nowhere. They were allies in the same faction. I don't get it either. It feels like witchcraft. So I'm just gonna ignore it. The problem is that I have to be at war with them. And they are kind of strong, let's say. And I'm not. I mean, I am, but not in the game. I can absolutely destroy the Germans on my course. But once I leave them, I'm not that much of a big boy anymore. I struggled killing a couple British divisions in Kenya a lot. So, I don't know, I'm also behind in everything that's technology. Because I only have 4 research slots. But I'm gonna make it work somehow. Okay, I think I decided what I want to do. Oh, I took my army off the British front by mistake. Let me fix that real quick. So, the plan to defeat Germany is just take over a port and do the port thing. Oh my god, look, they did it again! They're next Czechoslovakia now. They're not scoring shit. What is this? Are they gonna form the EU? That would suck. Wait a minute, what is that? A hexagonal bubble? What does this thing mean? It's not the first time I see it, but I only caught it now on camera live. Why is it like that? The port thing is going exceptional, by the way. Haven't done this in a while. I forgot how good it feels to just even the odds. I think I already killed like 300,000. Oh my god, how did Denmark lose 400k men? Do they even have 400k men? Oh, yeah, they're not coming back from this one. I am finally getting an infantry expert in 1945. 7.5 million people are dead in the Nordic cooperation. What was that again? Where is the name? Alliance. Okay, alliance. There are 2.5 million Germans dead, 300k Danish, and sadly no French people because they no longer exist. India is not aligned. They got the famine and they asked me for help and I misclicked and gave them 5 of my civis for a year while I'm at war with them. Burma is destroying them though, so I hope it was worth it. Oh, finally! The steel of Tunis is gonna be mine. I've been starving for steel for a while. There are no resources anywhere. My economy was fucking dying, dog. Without the steel, all this oil, no steel. What a cruel fate. Oh, and by the way, remember the British oil? They still have it, and I can no longer nationalize it because I need to not be at war with Britain to do that. What the fuck? Why? Oh, it seems like Germany have done goof. Even while being democratic, they managed to declare war on all the factions. So now they are getting invaded from the Netherlands. I did capture all of North Africa, and I even changed my massacre port to Ceuta, because Beirut is an actual mountain tile, so I lost a couple 100,000 good men, just because. So now I'm actually planning to go all the way to Istanbul and beyond to help with the destruction of Germany, because this port is not really yielding a good harvest. And I'm also almost done with capturing what's left of Africa under enemy control. Oh! It seems like I got myself a little bit distracted over here. I really didn't notice this. Iran is literally playing tricks on me, that's not cool. Germany is getting stomped by this huge-ass Poland. They probably went the worst path they have and they managed to do all this. That's impressive. Is Iran any good though? Oh, they are democratic. Okay, let me just get a bunch of garrisons and stop their advance. Afghanistan is coming in from the back too, so it shouldn't be that hard. Also, Burma! They destroyed India. They actually listened to me, I love them. Iran just died, I captured all of Turkey. Germany is about to capitulate too. The problem is gonna be Sweden, as always. This is where all the problems of humanity come from. Change my mind. This Hashemite Caliphate is shaping up to really be just the Hashemite Roman Empire, actually. France and Italy both capitulated to me for some reason, and now I'm finally reconquering Iberia. I've been stuck on 55 million core population for way too long. Time to get another, like, 20? Something like that. You guys remember when I said Sweden is at fault for all the problems? No, I was lying. It's Americo del Sul, aka Brazil, because they are a major. I have to go all the way to Chile to finish this war once and for all. This is not fun anymore. Also, the British are still alive, and they have 200 divisions. Oh, they are on all adults serve, yeah, understandable. At least Brazil is pretty easy to kill. Surprisingly, they had a lot of divisions, but they just utterly and ultimately suck. And we have a pistol. I have 50%, so I will firstly take all my cores and the rest of North Africa for a later use. And I also want just a couple islands. Not a lot of islands, just a couple islands. And yeah, pretty much everything else will go to other people. And we have landfall. If I cannot have my own oil... Oh wait, no, I own it, okay. I'm gonna take the British oil anyway. All of it. It will belong to me now. Oh no, actually, never mind. I got counter-naval invaded in Liverpool, like 2 days after I landed. And I got encircled. Alright, try number 2. It's not going great, but something is certainly happening. They lost 1 million people. Okay, I think I got it now. The British lost all their manpower trying to get me off of Dover. I could not imagine they hold this place so dearly. Oh boy, it's almost done. I need to do one more thing and I'm done. Kill Portugal. My core population in 1949. I've been playing for 9 hours. Nah. When? What? Oh my god, it's 1 AM. What am I doing with my life? Well, I'm building a very cool empire, so I guess that's okay. I wanted to release Kurdistan, by the way, in all those territories, but I can't. I've been robbed of the Kurdish state. We are done. Fully cored Hashemite Caliphate. 94 million correlation. Pretty pathetic. For all that work. I also don't core those 2 states from Sudan. Or Arabistan, which I think is just ridiculous. I can form Arabia though, and get cores on those 2 additional states, but Hashemite Caliphate is way cooler. So I'm not gonna do it. This was the Caliphate path for Iraq in the new DLC Graveyards of Empires. Thanks again to Paradox for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little adventure. Thank you for watching this far. And as always, I would like to thank my Patreons for supporting me every single month. Flossi, Tomelea1, Gipslicor, Jack M, Erika Mannerheim, Dante Mantis, Griffin Dame, Senses, T3D, Anatolian Turk, Joseph Moran, King of the Dirts, Lucky, Cookie God, 231, Yaroslav Kryukov, Santiago, JDF Ninja, Shilon, Mediate Hat, Furry Beans, Canadian Bread, One Happy Tanker, Brock Hughes, James Tice, Dark Knight TK, Esoteric, Underminer 49, Seal Snipe, Winskis, Anthony Franklin, and Golden Foxy 1090. Thanks again, and until next time, don't forget. The Romanian Civil War went cold like a decade ago. What was this supposed to mean?